Just
Okay.
look it up.
Are you able to get me?
Yes, I'm able to get you. Are you getting me?
Yeah, I can get you clearly. Just speak up a little bit.
Okay. Okay. I'm glad that you're able to get me.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just getting the link, pushing it via Facebook because we
Oh, on
want,
Facebook.
yeah. Otherwise, you're doing wonderful work.
Thanks a lot. We appreciate the support from you guys.
Okay. So now I think we headed to Facebook. Yes. We headed to Facebook. Yes. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Yes. Hang on a bit. We headed to Facebook. Okay. Just hang on a bit. Presented to just hang on a bit. Okay, copy. Presented to okay. Just hang on a bit. Okay, copy. Presented to okay. Just hang on a bit. Okay, copy. Maybe. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Everything sorted now?
Yeah. Can you get me?
Yeah, I can get you.
Yes, Mola. Can you get me?
I can get you. Can you get me?
Yes, I can get you clearly. I can hear you.
Okay.
All right. Welcome to our segment. You can kindly introduce yourself so that the people that are following us on Facebook can get to know you.
All right. Thank you very much. I'm excited to be part of this opening to introduce the Bible Savage Youth campaign. For
Can you
starters,
hear me?
my name is Bila Shadrick. Are you able to get me
Yeah.
still? Are you able to get me?
Everything's okay now? Yes. Yeah.
The name is
Can you get me?
Yeah, I can get you clearly.
Okay. Yes, Mola, can you get me?
I can get you. Can you get me?
Yes, I can. I can.
I can get you clearly. I can hear you.
Okay.
All right. Welcome to our segment. You can kindly introduce yourself so that the people that are following us on Facebook can get to know you.
All right. Thank you very much. There's a glitch in the network on your side.
Okay, let me just do this.
For starters, my name is Lashadri. Are you able to get me still? Are you able to get me? Not very clearly, but I'm able to get you.
Yes, I'm able to get you now. Are you able to get me now?
Yeah, I can get you.
All right. Welcome to our segment. For those meeting you for the first time, they would want to know who's Mullah Shadrach and what is your background in sports.
So, as you've said, the name is Mulila Shadrik.
Yes.
I'm Zambian. Just to make it clear, I was born in I was born in Kitwe. Lived a great part of my life there. And for context and control, I'm a student at the University of Zambia under the School of Mines. I'm pursuing a degree in mining engineering and I'm doing my 4th year.
Wow, that's
And
nice.
I'm Christian. I'm a Christian that happens to be a great lover of sport, and I'm a huge follower of the Zambian league. So around after 2020, after I'd written my grade 12 exams, in 2021 I started working on a project, a football project. I wanted to do something for a certain team in my neighborhood, but it didn't go as planned. So a year later, I launched my company, Stout Sports Management. So just to
Okay.
slice and dice it, it's basically an agency that brokers deal for Zambian players and among us Zambian teams. So we do trades in soccer for Zambian players, as I said, and among us Zambian clubs. So Stout Sports Management has come on
Yeah.
the Zambian football scene to address a few challenges that we face in the African football space. So to start with, it's the bridge that's there between opportunities and the abundance that we have in terms of talent in Africa. So that's why I have come with a team behind me. I've been trying to organize a few football minds in Zambia so that we could work out one or two things. But that's basically about Stout Sports Management. So we do a number of services. We do contract negotiating. We do contract renegotiating. We could renegotiate a contract on behalf of a club and on behalf of players. We do career planning. We do full-time player management. We also do financial planning for Zambian players and planning of sports events, which narrows down to the thing that we're talking about, the Buy Boot Save a Dream. So this is about making an impact in our society and the environment at large. So we're doing this program to impact youths out there. So there's many young players in these neighborhoods that have stopped playing football for the reason that they lack something basic like soccer boots. So what we've done as Stout, we've brought on board a campaign because a lot of people want to help and they want to help these young players that are going into things like substance abuse and theft. They want to help them and have them back on the pitch. But the thing is that these players don't have boots, and the people that don't want to help, that want to help don't have a platform. So we're providing that
Okay.
platform so if Mr. Mangani wants to help and buy soccer boots for a player, they could actually come on board, do what they have to do, and be an inspiration to the next person that wants to save a dream as well. So that's why we've brought to you the Buy Boots Save a Dream campaign. So that's basically about me. That's about Start, and that's about introducing the campaign.
Okay. Lovely introduction, I must say, and you've got an impressive resume. Okay. The second question that I would love to ask:
about the Stout Sports Management. Can you tell us what Stout Sports Management is all about and the role it plays in Zambian football? You've touched a bit on it, so let's just go into the role it plays in Zambian football, like how you're helping players that are playing national level, players that are playing Premier League level, even lower than that. So, like the role that you are playing.
Great. So, for starters, we're just an agency. So, as I said, we do trades in soccer among Zambian teams and for Zambian players. So, the one thing that we've capitalized on, or the one area that we want to work on, that hasn't been realized by most Zambian clubs, players, and agencies, we're doing brand building and marketing for clubs and players. So I work with a number of players in the National League, in Division One, and some in the Premier League. So we're trying to get to a point where we can have Zambian players have brands that can go for partnerships for these corporate offices, companies, or anyone just selling it in. I don't know if you're a follower of the PSL, the South African League, but the league that side has
Yes, we
grown
do.
brand because of the brand around the players. If you look at the likes of Relem King, the guy they call Coco Melon, he's got a huge
Yes, yes,
brand
yes.
to his name to a point where the money that he's getting at Pirates could even be less than the money that he gets out of these brands. So, to my knowledge, he's the main ambassador for Legends Barbershop. So, there's a barbershop in South Africa called Legends. They have an outlet at East Park here in Lusaka. So, it's a very big brand, and really is like the face of it. So, we're trying to get Zambian
Okay.
players to that point where we could go to a company to say, what product are you selling? Oh, we have this kind of player that can fit this, uh, who's fit for this particular job. So we have that player, we build a brand around them, we help them sell a product, and now the player is going to get something off that. There's something that I tried to do for confidentiality. I won't mention the player, but I followed some
Okay.
brand. I followed some brand. I took the proposal to them, but the deal didn't go as planned. But that's the area that we're trying to capitalize on.
Okay. Impressive. I'm very impressed, and I think it's definitely something which is going to work for Zambian football. We just need the brains like you to push. The third question that I have for you is what inspired the creation of the BSSD tournament and what does the name stand for?
So BSSD is Buy Boots, Save a Dream. So the inspiration behind it is that I when the league closed, I've got this one player that I managed. He was playing Division Two last season. They qualified the team to Division One. So he's
Nice.
my good boy, very brilliant striker. So I organized something for him at the Zambian football club, playing in the Premier League. So I fixed trials for him. So
Okay.
the day for trials came, and he attended on the very day, I think the very day that they opened, but they didn't train. So what
Okay.
happened was that I didn't know about it, but he had gotten boots from his friend. So attended training and it didn't happen. It was just an introductory kind of setup to say we need new players and everything and whatnot. So the second day he went, he managed. So he managed to go, he trained well, and I got feedback because I had gotten hold of this opportunity through the club CEO. So I talked to the club CEO to say I've got about three players that I'd want you to look at. So he asked me the position. So I said one is a midfielder, one's a defender, and one is a striker. So he said we don't have proper striking force. So we had better bring the one who's the striker. So I took the boy. Uh, Second day he trained well. The CEO talked to the coach, said the boy that has been recommended is pretty good. I think he should continue coming for training. So it was an open trial kind of setup. So it was about he told me the second day had about 90 people. They had cut down the numbers, and the third day it went to about 40. So he made the list Friday. He trained. He made the list, and he was told to continue training till they had made the final list. They scheduled the final list to be made on the I think 10 days after the the trials and everything.
Okay.
So on this particular day, I was traveling from Kitwe to Lusaka. So on the bus, I was on a bus and I got a phone call from the coach asking me why the boy hadn't showed up. So I was pretty surprised because he hadn't told me about this. So now I'm trying to call him. Then he says, let me text you. So he sends me a message to say, the one guy that I'm getting boots from, his good friend, has had said no for the past 2 days. And now, because of fear that I had presented an opportunity to him and I expected a certain level of seriousness, he was scared to come to me and tell me what was happening. So he was just running around trying to ask for a boot from a number of people. So now, I'm frustrated at this point because the club, the coach likes the player, everything looks positive. I don't know
Yeah.
about you. I don't know if you know this, but most Zambian clubs use a skeleton kind of structure when it comes to recruitment and recruitment of players.
Exactly.
So it starts with the coach. He has to make the final decision. Then it goes up to the hierarchy of the club. Then it goes down to the coach again to make to rethink the decision. If he has to rethink the decision, or go ahead.
Yeah.
So because the coach had liked him, it was a positive thing on my side, and I was so much worried about the relationship that I would create with the club, knowing that this deal was going to go through. It was going to breed something very positive for Start and for my players, the number of players that I have. So now I'm calling him when I get to Lusaka to explain everything. Then he goes on to say, no, Buti, Wakamba, Shani, Aletano Monso. At that point, I was just frustrated because I'm telling him, had you told me earlier, I'd have organized something. So I'm calling
Yeah.
my good guy. I've got a good friend, Ebenezer. So I'm calling him to explain the situation and tell him to go to the boy and get him something. But it so happened that Ebenezer was 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 out of town. Was he out of town? I should think he was out of town. So he told me he can't manage to do it. So I wired some money to the boy so that he could get the boot. So after he had gotten, I had gotten hold of the coach to say this and this and this happened. So could we have the boy back? But that was I think 3 days prior to the final day of training. Then the coach tells me to say no, we're already finalizing with everything, and because he's young, they took
Yeah.
him for a job to say he's maybe one of those players that are talented, but they haven't realized to say football is the one thing that's going to change their life.
Yes.
So the coach told me to say, I think next time, the boy is good, but I don't think he's very, very serious. And that's how that deal didn't go through. So now after
Wow.
some time, I think a week or so, after having conversation with him, I just realized one thing, that there's a number of people that are struggling, like in these lower leagues. Players don't
Mm.
have boots because teams don't invest in the players. If you check most Zambian players, they're third party owned. It's like you are going to like a player and start investing in that particular player. Not that a club, a grassroots, especially these grassroots teams, not that they're going to choose to invest in these players. So it happens that most of them, they have to get their own boots. They don't. The club only provides a platform for the guys to play football. They don't pay them anything. So he explains to me how much of a struggle it was just to get the soccer boots that he used the previous season. At times he'd do some piece jobs somewhere just to raise the money. The price of boots now, like a standard boots, is like 1,200, 300 in those ranges. And now you'd imagine what a 17-year-old boy whose parents, who's not coming from a very good background, would have to go through just to come up with that, just to get hold of such an amount. So he comes to me and say, big man, this is what's happening. This is what was happening even last season. I had some sort of struggle to get these soccer boots. So when I sit down now, I realized to say I was in the wrong to be frustrated and maybe to curse out the boy. I didn't curse out, but just for
It's
want,
a good thing
for
you
want of
realize
anything,
that.
yeah, for want of anything better to say, I was in the wrong. It just dawned upon me to say there's a number of people that are struggling. So this initiative, the Buy Booth Save a Dream, is an initiative that we're using to drive a message to say if there's a reason why someone shouldn't play football, it shouldn't be because they lack something basic like football boots. So hence I
Exactly.
sat down with my guys to say let's cook up something that's going to gain some traction on social media and see what feedback we're going to get. So just saying this now, this was an experimental project. I was just doing it
Yes.
for the sake of doing it so that I could see the feedback that I'd get. So we did something. I tried to engage a number of companies, but all I was getting, because I'd already scheduled the dates for the event and everything, and I was sending the proposals. So that taught me if had I gone to them earlier, they would have made a plan. You know how these companies operate when it comes to finances and budgets. So
Exactly.
then,
We know.
I was like, okay, since it's a project that we've already started, let's try to get maybe 2 booths for boys that you're going to identify, because he's sort of on the ground. He's helped facilitate some academy called PSA in Kitu. So identify 2 players in your
Yeah.
team, then I'll get them soccer boots. So I said, okay, let me do that. But then it was just in me to say I just have to push for this project, and it has to be not very big, something that starting out as an experimental project. I didn't expect it to be big.
Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be this big, but at least we would have the message across to say we should be getting boots for these young players so that they do not succumb to things like drug abuse in communities because they don't have anything to do or something to keep them busy like football would. So that's how I managed to sit down
Yeah.
and started talking to a number of people in the Zambian football space, some notable names. So they'll tell me, okay, this is a very good initiative. Okay, we'll see what we can do. Okay, but time was running out. So most of the things I have been running on my pockets and my guys back home as well. So far we've managed to get 3 soccer boots. So the two are for
Oh, wow.
the 2 players that were identified. So we don't have a specific
Okay.
criteria as to how we're picking the people. So the thing that we're working with now, since we're just starting, we're giving boots to those that have commitment and of course people that are talented. So because my guy is on ground with them, he watches training from time to time. He's the best guy to know whom to give. So I left it to him. So we've gone to 3 now. So we're calling on people that would want to jump on the project to say even 100 kwacha, 200, 500 is enough to push the agenda and get something. Because you don't know what really comes out of this. Something big might come out of it to a point where we could have maybe 3 tournaments in a year, and we could be doing about 20 boots. So this is me driving to the motive that this is not something that we're doing to sell the brand. Because most people, I've heard some people going around, I don't want to mention, but a very good colleague of mine mentioned to me to say, the people going around to say this is a motive to drive the brands that have jumped on the project. But some of the brands that we have, like Fourth Gear. Fourth Gear is run by some guy from Kita called Mwansa Masongo. So they do general automotive repair. They do towing. He got to know about
Yeah.
this project through his friend. So if his friend tells him about it, then he gets to me to say, okay, I'd love to put forward something. So he sent a 900 to say 900 just for this. So I said, okay, that's very good. And since you've come on board and put something forward, give us your brand so that you could be labeled as one of the sponsors. So I'm just trying to put a message across to the people to say this is not an incentive to sell brands. This is an incentive to help a young player
Exactly.
out there whose dream and whose only way to fight his family's long-standing poverty is through nothing but football. You know how football is so commercialized, and I think it's the number one commercialized sport in the world. So for a player coming from a Zambian township where things are a little too hard, maybe the parents can't manage to take him to school, football is the only way out. So if we could use it, then we're coming to a point where football is going to be so big in our communities that we're going to abate these things like theft fighting, gangs, substance abuse among youths. And not only that, from the tournament that we're hosting, it's going to be a 4-team tournament. We could have 4 players from each team scouted, because we do scouting as well. So that's why I had gotten to you guys, so that you could beam the matches and record them, so that we keep the videos for scouting purposes. So the players that we're going to give boots to, we're going to be tracking them. We're going to be tracking them, and we'll try to fit them into bigger academies or bigger teams that could give them a bigger platform. And maybe 10 years, 5-10 years from now, this is going to be the next Miguel Chaiwa, it's going to be the next Kings Kanga, it's going to be the next who. And these are the people that are going to go back to the communities and help the young players that will be coming up then. So it's not about us, it's about the one boy that wants to play football, and the one boy who's young, doesn't know anything about football, and they would want to be a footballer one time. I hope I've exhausted my time, and I've given you a great picture, a good picture
No, you've
what the
given me,
BPSD campaign is about.
you've given me a great picture, and I'm sure the people that are listening and following, because I tried to beam it on Facebook, but we had issues. So we're going to rerun this on Facebook, but on YouTube it's live.
Okay, great.
So the other thing that I would love to ask is when and where will this tournament be held, and what teams or categories should fans expect to see?
So the tournament is going to be held on the 16th of August, this coming Saturday, at Miseshi Stadium in Kitwe. So for people that are from Kitwe, I'm sure they're familiar with Mindolo area. So if you're coming from town, you're heading towards Mukuba Secondary School. There's a road that goes down to Chachacha, Miseshi. That's where Miseshi Stadium is. So what to expect? I think I've mentioned that it's going to be a 4-team tournament. We're going to have 4 teams. So the teams are yet to be confirmed. I'm sure by Wednesday, the participating teams are going to be confirmed. But we had a list of about 6, and I've left it to my guys to choose. But I know one team that's going to be part is PSA, and then there's Miseshi Christian Academy, there's Mindolo Tigers, and Mindolo Youth. Yeah, if my memory serves me right. So what to expect? We've gotten what we have to get for the basic things that we need for a tournament. So we've got trophy, we've got medals for the first and second place, and we've got some prizes to the outstanding performers. So the outstanding performers is big player of the tournament, goalkeeper of the tournament, as well as the top scorer. So these guys are going to walk out with some prizes. And above everything, we just want people to enjoy the game of football. And maybe because the league is opening on the 16th, and this program is going to start in the morning, at least it's going to be a curtain raiser for one of the going to be a curtain raiser to the opening of the league. So at least people back home and young players should be engaged in such a program. Hopefully, we're planning something bigger next time in December. It's going to maintain the same BBSD, and it's going to be the second edition. Only that we're going to engage some. I don't want to let out a lot of stuff right now, but we're going to engage big brands, and it's going to be some big tournament. And also, I just wanted to mention that I'm very thankful for your coming as ZTV, so that people could be updated on everything that's happening and everything that's on ground.
No, we are happy to be part of it. You know, we do it for the sport, we do it for the culture. So opportunities. If I can ask, how will this tournament benefit players, especially in terms of exposure and career growth?
So for career goals, obviously this is going to open a mentorship program that we've been planning to do for the longest at start. And because it's the right age group, so the teams are under 17. So I'll try to talk to a few people that will be visiting the teams from time to time. And the tournament is going to have maybe a notable figure, maybe someone who's played football, or is playing football right now, just to talk to the boys, to give them a sense of inspiration, to say football is something that can change your life, and it's something that they should take with utmost seriousness. So in
Exactly.
terms of career planning, I made it clear to say we're going to record the matches so that we could be tracking maybe the outstanding performers in the tournament. I've been trying to talk to a number of academies in Lusaka, because Lusaka has got like academies that have got proper standards. So I've been trying to talk to a number of them, and they've given me positive feedback. Maybe in the January window. So I want to make sure that the players that we're going to identify are going to be tracked over the next 5 months, so that when it comes to January, all I have to do is present the videos to them and ask for an opportunity, 3-day trial for them to speak on the board.
No, definitely will be part and parcel of the tracking. We'll keep the people updated. Once they make positive moves, we'll definitely update if you avail us the information so that people can have faith in this program to say that yes, it's something that they should jump on board. So, like on your end, uh, what impact do you hope this event will have on the local community and football development in Keto, especially Meseshi area, since we're going to have it in Meseshi?
So, in terms of impact, the impact that I want this event to have on the local community is the message to be clear that people that want to help should come on board, and also I think it's going to be a positive reason for my young brothers and sisters out there to realize to say they shouldn't resort to things like drug abuse when they've got something in the hand, something as big as football. So football is something that I should take seriously, and push and try to push and make a way out of the hood. uh the other thing also is at least we're going to have it in people's minds to say there are people that have come up with such initiatives, and we can also come up with initiatives. There could be different initiatives, very distinct from soccer. Initiatives that are going
Yeah.
to promote the youths out there, and as the major goal to drive social development. Because if we have communities that have good youth, communities that are developed, we're going to have a developed nation. And who better to do it than us?
I love that. I love that. So, in terms of support and involvement, how can fans, sponsors, stakeholders get involved or support the BSSD tournament?
So most of the details are on the Stout Sports Management page. So on Facebook it's Stout Sports Management. On Instagram it's Stout Sports MGT. So you could get in touch using my number. I don't know if you could put the number in the caption when you have this posted on Facebook. It's
I'll definitely do that.
0969210608. 0969310608. So that's the number. If you just give me a call or text me on WhatsApp, then we can see if we can work out one thing or two.
Okay, I'm sure after this, you'll give me all those and your social handles. I'll definitely post them on
Okay.
Facebook. People can definitely follow you from there and text. You also give me the flyers to put up so that people can see what it's all about and how they can come on board and do one or two things. We're also going to bring some people on board. I think on Saturday we'll come through with some people who can actually do one or
I
two
appreciate
things.
that.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's been nice having
I
you.
know it's like
We
to
love your
emphasize
dream.
my.
We definitely support it. Yes, we definitely support 100%. And it's rare to see young boys like you come up and actually step up and trying to change the narrative. And this is what Zambia needs. We need more people with your vision. May the good Lord give you the strength and the wisdom to see this thing through. We pray and hope it's definitely going to be a success because we've already started with one step and we're going to finish this journey. So we'll see you on Saturday. We'll definitely come through with the team,
All right.
and
Thanks a
we'll be
lot.
there to do
Amen to
what
the
we can
prayers.
do. All right. Thank you so much. That's all we
All
have
right.
for you. You can catch us around 21:30 when we're talking transfers. We were talking to Mulya Shadrach. The BSSD campaign is here, and Bakito, please, you never disappoint. Stand up, come on, come
16
on.
August.
So please
Yeah.
give us the flyers.